Dare to walk this path with me? One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. So take your first step. It's now or never!
Oh boy. Okay. So what is up, YouTube? It's RS Mario here. I was gonna do a video about the entire Direct. I mean, it wasn't a lot of stuff, but it was enough. It was actually, you know what? Correction, no, it was a lot of stuff because we got a couple games that we had never even known. Like we got Mario Maker 2. We got there was a new thing out of Square Enix. I think it was Onishiki. I'm not 100% sure the name of it, but it actually looks pretty good. New RPG from them. We got more information on Dragon Quest 11. We also got a new game from Platinum Games. I can't think of the name of it, but that looks pretty good. When I first saw it, I literally thought it was going to be another Xenoblade game. I was like, oh, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But no, it's not another Xenoblade game. It's a completely different game from Platinum Games, which means it's going to be really good and nobody's going to buy it. Freaking ridiculous. But the thing that I was really going into this Direct waiting for was the Fire Emblem 3 Houses stuff. This is what I was in this jump for, and it did not disappoint. We got 5 solid minutes of Fire Emblem 3 Houses goodness. Do you know how many videos I'm gonna make? Do you know how many waifus I already have in 5 minutes of this game? So this is gonna be pretty good. Lots of changes here. I'm gonna try to go through the entire trailer. Some of the stuff really isn't as impactful as the stuff we're gonna get to later. But let go. So it starts off with our Dragon Lolly here, who may not even really be a Manakee. I think she is, but she might not be. Her name is Sothis, which is pretty weird. Hopefully she's not related to Sithis, because that would be a pretty interesting Fire Emblem game. No, so Sothis, you're the only one who can see her. So the protagonist, or the Byleth, is the only one who can see her. And we're gonna come back to this scene later, because this might be the first scene in the trailer, but there are other parts that harken back to this scene. So they go over the map again, and they kind of go over the three kingdoms, which are represented by the 3 houses in the school. Of course, a little bit of the story on Byleth. So basically, what's going on is you know, following in the vein of the other 2 Fire Emblem games on console. The main character is a mercenary, so he's a merc, and of course your dad runs the mercenary troop, and of course they find out you have some kind of weird special power, so they take you to the military school where they offer you a job to teach students, and of course that's what brings you to the school. That's your dad. He does look kind of familiar though. At first I thought he looked kind of like the evil old guy, because the symbol on his chest looks kind of familiar, like it, but like the evil barbarian people who are attacking the church, they have a more ornate symbol than that. It looks like that, but there's more lines and stuff in it. Okay, so this scene right here, this scene is gonna be important because we actually come back to this scene again in the trailer, but they're saying that this scene actually comes before the scene that began the trailer. So this scene happens, and then in the background, Sothis is on her chair. She wakes up to see that you're there, and she asks you, you know, why you're there. So we get a shot of the Church of Sorrows, or the I guess the Oracle of the Church of Sorrows. I like the banner of Sorrow. I like the colors, the red, white, and gold. Like, I need an Overwatch team to pick up those colors, because I will pick up, like, all your skins. I don't know why, like, but for some reason the color scheme just looks good to me. But yeah, so this is the Church of Sorrows. We still don't know anything about them. I mean, of course, I'm going to comb over the trailer 1,000 times, and there'll be way more videos after this, so there's probably something in here I'm missing about the Church of Sorrows. Rasengan's confirmed in this piece. You can learn the Rasengan, you know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be a battle skill or something. It's going to be awesome. I would love to know what spell this is, though. So yeah, this game does have a very Harry Potter type of feel. You know, I'm thinking this might be Magic class, you know, with the Magic users. I can't really recognize any of the people here. So, alright, so here is the official 3 houses. So we have the Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. So, of course, the Black Eagles are headed up by Edelgard, who is the heir of the Adrestian Empire in the south. So she's going to become an empress. We have Dimitri and the Blue Lions. He is the leader of the Blue Lions, and he is the prince of the Kingdom of Fergus. That's a weird name. And then, of course, we have the artist formerly known as Claude, who is the prince of the, not the prince, sorry, because they don't have a king, but he is the leader of the Lancaster, or the, I think they call it the Leicester Alliance. I see Leicester, but I guess Leicester works too. But yeah, he's the leader of that alliance, as well as the leader of the Golden Deer faction. So we get a new character, we get Annette. I'm thinking that these are all going to be Golden Deer characters because of the yellow and black. But also, this could be just a communal area where all the students are chilling. Now, you do have to pick a house, so you can't teach for all 3 houses. You do have to pick one. So hopefully that the story is different or changes in some way so you can play each one of the houses. It will definitely add to the replay value of this game. Another new character is Sylvan. Again, he looks like he's from the Golden Lions as well. I haven't seen anybody in any other color yet, so I'm thinking he's Golden Lions too. But yeah, and look, auto advance, so you can skip cutscenes. We meet Lonnie, who is the girl, and Raphael, who is the big muscly dude here. So we meet those 2 characters. They're both probably golden deer characters. And then we get to meet all the black Eagles. Which the Black Eagles already got some waifus in there. You already got Edelgard, and then you got the purple haired chick in the corner, and then you got the chick with the hat. Like, you got waifus, man. And of course they're gonna go off to fight some bandits, which I think is pretty dangerous for students, but I think I know why that they're allowing them to do that. So this right here is probably one of the most important shots in the trailer, because we get a shot of this kind of gives us insight into the various different classes, not only of the Black Eagles, but of the game in general. So we have the purple haired chick over here. Of course, you have this chick right here who has a white tome. I'm assuming is white magic. And we have this person over here who has a tome with a little triangle, a little diamond on it, which I don't know what that is. And then we have this character over here with a black tome, which I'm assuming is black magic. Which means there's 3 different types of magic in this game. Like, I thought that maybe one of these 2 have to be black magic. I mean, because it could be like the nefarious emo looking dude, or it could be her. Either one of them look like they would use black magic. But there are 3 different types of magic in this game, which is interesting. Of course, Beleth is a sword user. This chick's a sword user. This dude and Edelgard are axe users. So, and you have one spear guy, one lone spear guy. Alright, so of course they've revamped they've changed some of the commands here. So now instead of they have combat arts, or just arts, and then they have Gambit. Now Gambit, we'll see that a little bit later. Next one we see so we get a little bit more insight on the character. So her class is a noble. So it doesn't say that she's an archer or a sniper or anything like that. It says her class is noble. And so one thing they do say is that you can train, because it is a school, a warfare school, you can train your units in how to use multiple weapons. So maybe, you know, Noble is just like a basic class that everybody has. So if I'm not mistaken, Edgeguard is also a Noble. So maybe Noble is just a regular class and they can use all kinds of weapons, which is interesting and kind of lame at the same time because it takes away that really cool, you know, class system. You know, and the class system just really becomes what the character is studying in at the time. And they can really switch between, you know, I guess, courses of warfare. So another thing we see is, I'm guessing this is an ability. So she has an iron bow, but she also has something called curved shot. I'm not sure what it is. We do see her use it in the trailer. She also has like an ability, which I is not a familiar ability to me. If you guys know what it is, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, she has an ability up there as well. So next we have Petra. So we get to see Petra. This is right after she's taking somebody out, so we get to see like a little overlay, type of deal of how XP works. And this looks dreadfully complicated. There's like 5 different XP bars, or 5 different bars you have to keep up with. So I guess the top one is of course the regular XP bar, which, you know, determines how long it is before she gets another level up. Then you have, I guess, the her professor level. So I'm guessing this is what she's being specifically trained in. So she's being trained in sword combat, and then whatever the flag is supposed to be, I guess leadership or something. Not 100% sure. I think they do tell you what it is later. And then unit class mastered. So I guess, you know, mastering. I guess. I'm not sure what they call the basic sword wielder class. I guess their version of Myrmidons. And then Empire Infantry, or unit battalion levels up. This, I have no idea what it is. So this one's interesting too. So this looks like it's kind of like a battle arena. I guess you can like duel it out. Like think like tuning exams in Naruto. That would be kind of cool if you could battle people from other houses. You know, like you can put your students up against students in other houses. Or maybe this is some part of the multiplayer mode, which I kind of doubt it. See, this dude right here is cheating because he can use axes, swords, and he can use spears. So we get to see like the tutoring system. He's gonna tutor Dorothea, another character. So here we go. We get to see that there's 3 different types of magic again. I'm thinking that these ones are dark magic and maybe anima magic, and that this one is white magic. And it looks like she's not very good at white magic. Another thing we get to see is the fist. We're going to see this a little bit later. But there's actually regular hand-to-hand abilities. Which, I've been asking for that for a while. And I'm thinking this is a different class. What it is, I have no idea what this flag is. So this way you can set, you know, you can set what people are studying on. You can set, like, you know, what their focus is. I think he changes it to like horse riding. So I guess she'll be kind of like a Dark Knight eventually. Or he'll be kind of like a Dark Knight. It's Lindhart. So here we go. It's the dude with the freaking hand-to-hand attacks. So now, interesting note, Casper, if you see him in the earlier shot in the trailer, he's actually wielding an axe. So I don't know if they changed classes here or did they just change whatever his weapon focus is. That is an interesting question. So we see the various different classes. Like they have mercenary, which is your basic sword user. You got like thief, knight, cavalier, brigand, which is your axe user, archer, mage, and then priest. So this is a gambit. So you send out your battalion into battle to do like that attack like we saw in the first trailer. This is a gambit, and you can kind of like, you know, you can kind of like pair up gambits together to attack people. I still don't know a lot about it. This is the first time we even learned that it was called a bandit, a gambit. So this is the scene I said we were gonna harken back to. So now we see him getting like clucked in the back with this axe. He basically bites it here. He dies. Like nobody survives this. He dies. And so of course the scene stops here and it goes back to the clip we got in the last trailer, in the early part of the trailer. So I'm thinking that his power is connected with rewinding time, or at least maybe rewinding death. Maybe if he takes a blow, like a fatal blow, he can rewind time and kind of fix it. Like think like Izanagi in Naruto, you know. And that's a pretty interesting ability. Hopefully it's just like Mila's turn wheel, where you can just rewind time anyway, and it could be more. It could be other people and not just you, because that would kind of explain why he's a teacher in a military school. Because I mean, if you got like freaking kids out here on like live combat missions, and somebody dies, he can always rewind time and fix it and be like, okay, Sam, don't do that again because you're gonna get murdered. So please don't do that again. You know, like, but yeah, definitely the power that is his power, to rewind time in some way. And we see that, you know, this time he was able to counter the dude and knock him out, and he doesn't even really seem fazed by this. So this is something that's happened to him before. You just see another shot of this awesome banner here for the church. And you see, interestingly enough, the crest of Edgelgard's empire is at the top of this. So maybe this isn't the church's banner. You get to see evil old man, and now he's got like the Edo Tensei eyes. So you know he's gone like evil level 2 now. We get to see a mage and a plague mask. I think this is probably a bad guy. You rarely see good guys wear plague masks. So this character right here is interesting because this character is the same complexion as Claude. So I'm thinking maybe she could be like an older sister. Maybe she could be his mom. But she definitely is holding like a kind of wiggly looking sword. Like, it could be just like the quality of the picture, but it does look similar to the sword we saw the chick holding in the big mural of the goddess and Syros. Maybe this is Syros. That would be pretty interesting. But the sword is glowing red, and it looks like she's about to murk somebody. This right here scares me because I'm getting flashbacks of like Fire Emblem Fates. Every time I see something like this, it reminds me of the big evil dragon from Fates. And makes me think they were going to fight another big evil thing. Maybe this is connected to the church in some way. You can see that there's tendrils coming out of it. So it's definitely nefarious. We get a shot of the Oracle of Syros. She's smiling this time, even though she still looks dead inside. So she's definitely evil. And we get to see our main protagonist about to get murked by some nefarious looking pink, purple, evil stuff. And of course he's holding the sword too, like the crusty sword too. So that should be interesting to see. Of course he's going to get the sword. I mean, this is Fire Emblem. The main character always gets the special sword. So that's about it for this. So what did you guys get from the trailer? Of course, I'm gonna have to comb over the trailer more detailed to get some theories and stuff out there. I already have some theories about some things that are going on. So that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.